Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello friend, welcome to Entry App. My name is Akash Shukla, your quantitative aptitude educator. So let me introduce myself first, then we'll start the session. So guys, I've been teaching for last 4 years to aspirants of different competitive exams. And before that, I was a writer who used to write the books of several competitive exams like banking, railway and SSC. Okay guys, so I've cracked so many banking exams like RRB PO, RRB clerk, IBPS exams, okay, and SBI exams and many more exams like that. So today we're gonna discuss some useful tricks of profit and loss, okay, and along with that we'll also discuss some important questions, because each and every question we'll be solving with the help of short tricks only. And you know, from this topic only 1 to 2 questions guys, 1 to 2 questions, and sometimes 2 to 3 questions are asked in a question paper, okay, in exam. That means this video gonna be one of the most important videos for you, so stay tuned till the end of the video. And now let's start the video guys. Before moving to the question and the way of solving them, let us discuss some basic first. Basically, what is profit and loss guys? You know guys, the concept of profit and loss play a very important role in trade and business. Whenever a business or whenever an item, basically whenever a purchase item is sold, then either profit or loss is incurred, okay, and sometimes there is also a condition of no profit and loss, no loss. So we'll be also discussing that condition also. And you know, the concept of profit and loss is completely depend of several terms, so we'll be discussing those terms also, like CP, cost price, selling price, SP, okay, and then what the profit called and what the loss is called, okay. If we say CP, so CP is what this is nothing but the price at which an item is purchased basically, okay, and SP, it is nothing but the price at which an item is sold, so it is called the selling price. And what is called profit guys? Whenever selling price is more than the cost price, then the profit is incurred, and the profit will be equal to what? SP minus CP guys, okay. And what the loss is called? When the selling price of an item is less than the cost price, that means in that case cost price is higher than the selling price, when loss is incurred obviously. So loss will be what guys? CP minus SP. So the concept of profit and loss is only about these 4 definitions, okay. Now we'll be heading towards some questions, but before discussing that, may I also tell you one thing guys, what is called profit percent. If the profit P is SP minus CP, then what the profit percent will be? Profit percent will be SP minus CP divided by CP, okay. And the loss percent will be what? Loss percent will be guys CP minus SP divided by CP. That means profit percent or loss percent is always calculated on cost price, okay, on cost price CP. And I also told you that that I will be discussing a condition of when there is no profit and no loss in transition of an article guys. Whenever CP equals SP, okay, whenever the CP equals SP, then in this condition there is no profit and no loss, okay. Now we can move towards the question guys. So the first question is on screen now. This is the first question on screen guys, and we'll be discussing the question from basic to advanced, okay, from basic to advanced. Let's see how we can solve these questions, okay, and we'll be solving each and every question with the help of short trick also. So by selling a watch for rupees 1440, that means selling price we are given with guys 1440, that means 1440, and a man losses 10%, okay. So loss percent we are given with what? 10%, okay. At what price should he sell it to gain 10%, okay. So profit percent we have 10%, okay. So here we are given with what loss percent guys. So let us discuss the first condition given in the question. So loss percent is what we are given with. It is 10%. Okay, the value of the fraction value of 10% is what, guys? 10% is nothing but 1 by 10. So whenever the case will like this appear on the screen, then what you will have to do, guys? 10, this 10 is what? This 10 is CP. Okay, for say this is CP. Okay, this is CP, and the SP will be what? SP is what? SP will be 10 minus this one. 10 minus 1, that means 9 will be SP, because SP is what? It is nothing but 10% of this value, that means 10 minus 10% of this value. So when you will be solving this, then you will get 9, guys. So this is the concept of profit and loss basically. So here we have what? CP and SP. Okay, SP we have 9, but in the question it is given as what? 1440. So the 9 unit will be representing what? 1440, and the 1 unit will be representing what? 1440 divided by 9. So this will be what? 160, guys. Okay, that means the value of 1 unit is what? 160, and the cost price will be what, guys? Cost price will be 10 multiplied by 160, because 1 unit is representing 160, then 10 unit will be representing what? 10 multiplied by 160, that means cost price will be 1600, guys. At what price should he sell to gain 10% gain? Okay, so 10% gain will be what? SP will be what? 10 plus 10% of this value. Okay, plus 10% of 1600. So what will be the 10% of 1600, guys? This will be nothing but 160. So selling price will be what in that case? 1760. That means A will be your right option. So this is how you solve the question. This is how you apply the short tricks, rather than going towards the formula like profit percent is what. Okay, this is something but SP minus CP divided by CP multiplied by 100. So you do not need to go through this formula. Okay, you can apply the short trick and you can solve the question like this. Now let's move to the next question. This is also a basic question, then we'll be moving towards the higher level question. So the profit earned after selling an item for rupees 625. Okay, so selling price we are given with selling price 1, SP1 is what? 625. Okay, and is same as the loss incurred. Okay, so in the question it is given that the profit equals to what? Loss. Okay, and SP2 we are given with 435. See, guys, cost price will be same. Cost price will be same because we are considering only a single article in both the transaction. Okay, so cost price say it's CP. So here it is what? Here profit is incurred. Okay, profit is incurred. That means profit is what, guys? Profit is nothing but SP minus CP. That means 625 minus CP. Okay, and here is what? Here is loss is incurred. That means loss is what? CP minus SP. So CP minus SP is what we are given is 435. Okay, and this is profit, this is loss. According to the question, both these values are equal. That means 625 minus CP equals CP minus 435. That means 2CP. 2CP is what, guys? 6 and 4, 6 and 4, 10, and 2 and 3. So 1060. Okay. So CP will be what, guys? It will be 530. So in the question we are asked that we need to find the cost price. So cost price will be what? 530 rupees. 530 will be your right answer. And now we'll be discussing some questions of moderate level, and this is a very most important question, guys. Very most important question in banking exam. This type of question is in trend now, so please be careful and please listen me carefully. I'm gonna tell you how you can solve this question with the help of short trick only. Okay, a man sold 2 articles for rupees 2550 each. That means SP is same. Okay, SP is same. This condition is giving us a hint that SP is same, guys. On one he gains what? 50%. Okay, so profit percent is what we are given with for the first condition. For the first article, basically 50%. 50%, the value of fraction value of 50% is what? 1 by 2. That means CP will be what? 2 and SP will be what? 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. Okay, 2 plus 1 is what, guys? 3. Okay, this is how you solve. And on the other, that means on the other article, he loses 25%. So now there is a loss percent. Loss percent is what, guys? 25%. The value of 25% is what? Fraction value is 1 by 4. That means 4 will be what? 4 will be SP, and CP and SP will be what, guys? 4 minus 1, that means SP. Okay, so in this case CP is what? Denominator always denotes the CP, guys. So CP is what? 4, and 4 minus 1, that means 20 minus 25% of this value. Minus 25% of this value will be what? 1, obviously. So 4 minus 1 will be what? 3, and 3 will be SP. So 3 SP1, that means this 3, and SP2, that means this 3 is same. So that means ratio is same. So guys, this is called the ratio method. I need to tell you guys, this is called the ratio method, what we are applying in these type of questions. Okay, so SP is same, that means in the question it is also given as SP is same, so we do not need to do anything because this value is equal to this value. And now in the question it is given that we need to find the whole transaction gain or loss. Okay, so the whole transaction will be what? 4 plus 2, that means 6. Ratio 3 plus 3 will be what? 6. So this is the whole SP, this is the whole CP. So you can easily see that CP equals SP, guys. That means there is no loss and no profit. So D will be your right answer. So guys, this 2550, you do not need to pick this value while solving this type of question. You can easily solve this with the help of trick I discussed with you. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Guys, this is the question, very good question again, and this question is dependent on the successive percentage. So I'll be also discussing how it works. A sold a machine to B. Okay, so we are not given with the cost price of the machine basically. Okay guys, so let's say the cost price of the machine is what? 100. Okay, and A sold it to a B. Okay guys, as soon as you start reading the question, so start solving as well. Okay, so A sold a machine to B at a profit of what? 30%. That means SP will be what, guys? SP will be what? If CP is 100 and there is a profit of 30%, then SP will be what? 100 plus 30% of this value will be what? 30, obviously. So 100 plus 30, that means 130 will be the SP. So that means SP for A will be what? 130, and CP for B will be what? 130. Okay, because this is the price at which B has purchased that machine, and it is a price at which A has sold to B. Okay, plus 30% basically. Okay, and B sold this machine to C at loss of 20%. So B sold this at a loss of 20%. That means we need to subtract the 20% of this value. So what will be the 20% of this value? Will be 26 basically. Okay, 26. So 130 minus 26 will be what? 104. A paid rupees 5,000. That means according to our assumption, what we have assumed that A paid 100 rupees. That means the value of 100 unit is representing what? 5,000. Then 1 will be representing 50. Okay, for this machine, then find the cost price for the machine. Guys, here will be here will be C basically. Okay, here will be C. Here will be C, guys. So what will be the value here? Find the cost price for the machine for C. So we need to find the value of 104. So the value of 104 will be what? 50 multiplied by 104. For any value, if you need to multiply that value with 50, what you will do, guys? You do nothing but 50 can be written as 100 divided by 2 multiplied by 104. This will be what? 52. That means 5200 will be your right answer, guys. C will be your right answer. It was a very good question. So let me tell you guys, this question can be asked 90% the chances are there of asking in a banking exam, guys. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Guys, this is a question. We gonna solve this question again with the help of short trick. Let's see how we can solve this. A trader has 400 kg of rice. Okay, so there is a quantity of rice we are given with 400 kg. He sells a part of it. For say he sells x kg of it. Okay, then what will be the remaining? 400 minus x, obviously. He sold it a part of 36% at a profit of 36%. So it is what? 36%. And remaining part, that means 400 minus x kg part, he sold it at the loss of 24%. So we will be denoting the loss with minus sign. Okay, so far so good. I think You are getting my point? So minus 24% will be there. Overall losses 12%. So now we are giving with the overall losses. So you need to write the overall losses in the middle of these two in this way, guys. This is what 12%. Okay, minus 12%. And now what you need to do, guys, you need to do this thing. Okay, minus 24 minus 12 and minus 12 minus 36. Okay, and what will be the value of minus 24 and minus 12, guys? Okay, minus 24 minus 12 will be what, guys? Minus 24 plus 12 basically, that means, and the resultant will be written here. Okay, here will be what you can write, minus 12. Okay, and minus 12 here will be what, minus 12 minus plus 36, that means minus 12 minus 36. So this will be what, guys? This will be 48, obviously, minus 48. Okay, and you will write this minus 48 here. Why I am doing this? Because this is called, guys, allegation. Okay, so we'll be also coming with a separate video of allegation, so you will get more exact idea basically about this type of question. Okay, so this is called the allegation, guys. So now you can do what thing? You can do what? You can make ratio basically. Okay, so ratio will be what? 12 ones are 12 and 12 fours are 48. Okay, and this is what? X. This is what? Divided by 400 minus x. Okay, equals, this is what? 1, this is what? 4, because this is equivalent to this and this is equivalent to this. Okay, and now you just need to do cross multiplication. 4x equals 400 minus x. Okay, so x will be what? 400 divided by 5, that means 80. So in the question it is asked that find the quantity of rice sold at 24%. That means we need to find the value of 400 minus x. Okay, so 400 minus x will be what, guys? 400 minus this value 80, that means 320 kg will be your right answer. A will be your right answer. Okay, guys, and this is the question number 6 on your screen, guys, and you need to solve this question on your own. Yes, guys, this is your homework question. Okay, this is your what? This is your homework question. So please solve this question and comment your answer. Whatever your answer is, A, B, C, D, E, and D and E, whatever your answer is, please comment in the comment section box. I will definitely reply that this answer is correct or not. And in the next class, we'll be also discussing how we could solve this question. Okay, and apart from that, you also need to comment how you solve this question. Okay, the way of solve this question. Okay, so you need to comment also the way of solving this question. Okay, the way of solving this question. So you need to type two things. First one, the answer of this question. Okay, first one, the answer of this question, and the second one is what? Way of solving this question. Okay. So this is all about the video, guys. Download the entry app from the link given in the description field. We are giving more content and more practice sessions and more video sessions there. For example, we are giving banking foundation course where you can make your foundation strong with the help of this course. Okay, so quantitative aptitude section, reasoning section, English section, so all separate sections are there. Okay, apart from that, we are also giving IBPS PO RRB clerk crash course in English and Hindi both. Okay, if you are suitable for the English language, then you can go for the English one. IBPS RRB PO and clerk crash course is we are giving. Okay, and you can prepare for this exams in only 30 days with the help of this course. Day wise video classes are there. In the same manner we are giving in the banking foundation course for like day 1 and day 2. Okay, and different faculties are there. All faculties are well experienced, guys, so you can enjoy more practice session. And if you click on this practice, then you will get the interface like this, where you will have some memory based questions. Okay, memory based previous year question, the same you can attempt online mode. Okay, and special day quiz will be there, Hindu vocab will be there, live mocks we conduct time to time. For example, recently we have conducted live mock for RRBPO, and we also give surprising prize to the top 3 winners. Okay, and here you can also have some practice content, some mock exams. Okay, some model exams, some advanced level tests are also there, and apart from that you can also enjoy our IBPS RRB exam booster. Okay, IBPS RRB, if you are preparing for the RRB exam, RRB exam booster we are offering, guys. And this content, and there are lots of content like this are free of cost, guys. You can download the app and can enjoy this video course and this practice session. Okay guys, so this is all about the video, I must say again. And download the Entry app, don't forget to download it. And this is Akash Shukla signing off, and good luck for exam, guys.